Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So this is another twin flame video that is dedicated to talking about the divine masculine or the masculine energies mask and when that really falls off. We'll always hear this statement in the twin flame community that the masculine energy is wearing a mask and one fine day the mask comes off. So really I wanted to take this video to look at this particular statement in the depth of what it really means, so that we can, when we hear these statements, really understand the concept behind them and not really just take them at face value and expect that one fine day the masculine energy is going to have this epiphany that they are absolutely in love with the feminine energy and are going to come rushing in for union. So first off, let me start by asking you that how many times maybe have you heard this particular statement that the masculine energy is wearing this mask and it's going to come off and one day they're going to realize and come to terms with what's needed. Now, if you've heard this a few times, my next question to you is, has it worked for you? Has the masculine energy on one fine day woken up and come to you to express their love to you and completely change a profound level that was needed for union? And if the answer is no, you have to ask yourself why. What does this statement really refer to, so we can look at it at a deeper level? I want you to actually take a look at your own journey. Now, of course, twins have varying level of experiences based on where you are on your journey. If you're early on, something like this may not really make sense to you, versus when you're deeper down in your journey and you're really looking for those answers, this will make more sense. But if you are early in on the journey and you find this video, I hope this is of help to you as well. But really, what you want to take a look at, if you have been on this journey for a while, is where have you really come to some of the deeper realizations on this journey? And typically those only come once you really start meditating. Now, if you think about how you've been progressing, there was never really one fine day in your journey where all of a sudden you awaken to your truth. It happens as a gradual, sort of a progress that you make on this journey. As you continue to meditate, you'll have more and more epiphanies. As you tap into those higher states of consciousness, you'll learn more and more about yourself. You tap into, higher vibrations, and more information becomes available to you accordingly that you can be receptive to and actually implement on your journey. So with that being said, take a look at how you've been evolving on this journey. And if you can see that there was no one fine day where you learned everything about yourself and your spiritual progress and it all just came to light, it was basically over a period of time. And each time, you went on this journey, you went deeper and deeper in, you learned more and more. Well, guess what? This is the same process that the masculine energy goes through as well. So there is never really that one fine day where they will realize that they love you and they come rushing in. Now, I want to talk about the deeper sense of this statement on a spiritual level and what it's referring to spiritually. Now, the term mask really comes from, in spirituality, we say the mask of illusion, which is the same of, separation is an illusion. And so what this is referring to here is that as you continue to meditate, there will come a time where you dissolve your ego, you really transcend your mind, and you come to realize that that veil that you have there, the mask that you've been wearing as you operate from this physical level, this physical vessel, you are unable to see the divine that is deep within you, and that everything in this universe is really interconnected and there is no separation. So when we talk about the mask falling off, that is referring to in spirituality the mask, that veil coming off, the layers that you're wearing as you meditate and you tap into those higher states of consciousness, those layers really being peeled off of you so you can see the truth. This is a gradual progress that you make, in meditation. And it could be you experience Kundalini all of a sudden and that comes off. But again, to become solid in that vibration, you have to do gradual work to get there. So really, the mask falling off, once again, is a term we take from spirituality. We've been using towards the twin flame dynamic and on this journey. But really what it's talking about is a much deeper level of understanding about who you are at the soul level once you actually do that work. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this video was helpful in explaining this concept of the divine masculines or the masculine energies mask falling off. Thank you. Take care. God bless.